Da 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 da! What's my good cheer? Welcome, everybody. Let's give YouTube a couple of minutes to get those notifications out. In the meantime, if you've never popped into one of my lives before, hi, I'm Cindy. I explore the inside and the outside, and I am optimistic that my enthusiasm to get along in my day with the lessons that I've received. Not quite sure whether I'll be able to play with them a little bit, practice my craft. But, if I could just manage to get through that day without that lesson biting me in the butt, I would be grateful. 100%. You guys, it is going into the weekend. I'm throwing all my energy to make for an amazing show. And that is the truth in this job that puts the roof over my head. Grateful that I have it because I truly would be a bouquet of helium balloons floating away into the sky if I didn't have that to ground in. And actually, I'm not quite sure if that is 100% the truth because I am an adapt and conquer. I am a never give up. I am not one for wallowing without, right? Moving through that quagmire the best that I can. It is my nature. It truly is my nature. And I would have found another way to ground. And that is the truth. That is just the truth. So this week we had that word, right? And it was a word that impacted me because my optimism, I think, is just natural. I'm just looking for my notes here. Here they are. I am naturally an optimistic person. I am a shiner. I think I come from that line of the one who shines on raw, right? I never really wanted to take the reins. I always suspected that I would be working in the background. I think it's where I am comfortable. I think it's where I can do the most good because, as much as I am genuine and optimistic about what I bring to the table, there's a lot that I don't bring to the table just because I do understand it's going to be a lot for a lot of people. And that might be just enough to say, oh, right? Cindy's kind of interesting in her topics, but I think this is way beyond me. And off you would go, right? So our 24th word this week was enthusiasm. And it's something I think that I've had quite a bit in me, only because, for the most part of my life, that movement forward comes from that enthusiasm we talked a little bit about yesterday. But that enthusiasm has a lot of goal setting in it, right? And when I'm in a project, when I'm in event planning, right? And I was actually an event planner, kind of entrepreneur, stepping my toes in it. But, I did a lot of that, delving into interests or new hobbies and put full force into it and just to have it dissipate or have it stay as a lifelong love, like bottle digging and metal detecting, history, right? History too, a passion. And I pull that up in all kinds of ways. My connection to Mother Nature. And again, these things that I'm saying, these are my passions. These are also things that I can ground in if I ever find myself too heavy or too heady or too loose on the ends, because sometimes I can disengage, right? I almost wanted to disengage in the past couple of days on some of these topics that I'm now picking up, but I understand that, my ability to help somebody is going to be dependent in understanding some of these things. And this is the scary part, in going off and learning and understanding some of these things, you get new perspectives of the depths that you didn't even realize that you were in. And again, you go, oh my goodness, do we really want to go this deep? Do we want to have these conversations? Do I want to keep moving forward with what I'm moving forward with? And then we sit and we think and we go, I'm in it. It's my movement, right? And I have enthusiasm for my movement, right? But that comfortableness. And this is again, we talk about the baby steps. We're all in different states. We're all going in different directions. We're all taking different lessons. And also, depending on how deep and how far and how much you want to serve or help or, right, be a value to your family, your community, right? It's all going to depend on how deep you're going to go into each and every lesson. Maybe you just want to be knowledgeable on it, right? I'd like to just be knowledgeable about it. But for where I want to go and for some of those goals that I set for myself, right? I have to go a little bit deeper because I'm just not helping with the fluff. That stuff that everybody just knows just through regular conversations or regular interactions or what they come across on YouTube or their bright idea that they have in a moment without searching out the evidence, but just taking it as truth. Like I really, 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 really want to be good at what I do. There are lots of amazing, amazing people out there, right? So when I come into my YouTube, right, I'm comfortable here. It's part of my brand building. It's part of my goal setting. And it's part of being the evidence because in my own life, right? I didn't get those lessons, but because I paid attention, right? Because I paid attention, I picked up on the lessons naturally, right? And I moved with those lessons so that even when I was not woke to some of these ideas, not conscious to some of these ideas, that when I bumped into it, I recognized it instantly. And that excitement built into me. It exploded and right. And here I am, not as simple as that. Go back 6 years. It has been a process and it is ongoing. Because like again, if I want to be as good as I want to be good, if I want to help as much as I'd like to help and think that possibly if I can stick this out and if I can stay comfortable in it and if I can stay enthusiastic for what I'm doing, right? And that's the hard part in what I'm doing. A lot of people do because of that, right? They also do it because it helps themselves. But are we really helping anybody else, right? And that's the thing. I was i was that I was that stepping stone. I was that float. I was that light, right? That shine on others rather than shining on myself. I get it, right? But we have to shine on ourselves. We truly, truly do. And the biggest part of that shining is going to be that enthusiasm. Because as soon as I lose that enthusiasm, I know what happens, right? As soon as I get agitated or disinterested in something, I know what happens, right? I haven't lost my enthusiasm for history. I haven't lost my enthusiasm for Mother Nature. I have not lost my enthusiasm for mindset. I have not lost, right? And these are things that I've given a good shot at, right? To see how they're going to earn some of them. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does, right? Sometimes it does that agitation, but that agitation right? I've got to be able to recognize it as, is this too scary for me? Is this where I say stop? Or am I going to just push forward just a baby step, just a little bit, right? Come out of that comfortable, state that I want to be in, right? And probably not in, but where I'd like to be. Or do I try to resolve some of that fear by actually making it not comfortable, but maybe in a way a little bit, right? It's like when we practice something, it's so difficult when we first try it, right? But 2 or 3 times into it, you still might not have it perfect, but you might have a better idea of how you might be able to, right, achieve what you want to achieve. And it's just in that practice that finally you get so good at it that it's not so scary anymore. It's it's nothing. It's kid stuff, right? And if I can get through that state of right, that, oh my goodness, this is, I don't want to be touching on these subjects, but I know that even in my own life, I have people in my life that could use help in these subjects, and they're just the people I keep saying that I want to help. So why am I hesitant in that? Well, that's because it's something new, right? And I'm talking to myself. I'm working this through. I'm cheerleading myself too because I've got some lessons, right? It's going to get a little bit uncomfortable because I'm going to delve a little bit deeper because I know if I can delve a little bit deeper, that will be able to get me in a better state where I can, right, not just help others, but even help myself even more. Like I said, the couple of things that I bumped onto today, I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't even want to be there. And then all of a sudden, right into that, oh my goodness, that's what I've been doing. That's what happened. That's what I stepped into. That's what I'm dealing with, right? And sometimes that enthusiasm comes from that little bit of, right? That little bit, I can't believe I stepped in that doo-doo. I can't believe I fell for that. Well, we'll take care of that right now. But, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe later, maybe tonight. Oh, right? But you take that baby step. You just take that little first step, right? And then that first step isn't difficult. The next step will be difficult, but that first step, it's nothing. You can jump into it now, right? Because it wasn't so scary. It was like hitting the live button. When I go live today, I go, oh my goodness, today, are you going to start your live? What are you going to talk about? Right? Don't worry about it. Just hit that live button because it's that action that's going to get that snowball rolling down that hill. And that snowball will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? You'll be able to take out more houses. And I'm not looking to take out anybody. I'm not looking to take out anything. I'm only looking to make it a little bit clearer for myself and be that evidence that what I'm working on is actually working. And then maybe somebody else might want to jump in. You guys, it's Friday. I got a lot of stock to price because if there's no stock, there is no money. I am going to put as much energy as I can into my day, leave a ton for tomorrow because tomorrow is the big day, right? And be optimistic that everything is going to run nice and smooth. And I will be into my Monday, into my rest mode. Won't be rest mode this Monday. Me and my sister will be out and about, out and about. And maybe this Monday will be the day, right? Good reason to try out my new Pixel 8, the camera on the new Pixel 8. The camera is amazing. I noticed the changes in the Pixel immediately when I got the Pixel 8. It's amazing. So I'm looking forward to doing a video. So maybe that's what we'll do. Monday, I'll take you guys thrifting with me and my sister Alice. Okay, you guys, that's my good cheer. And we'll see each other Monday or Sunday night. Show and tell, 7:30 Central. Come and join us on Charters Live, my second live show. Happy to have you. Let you know now my moderators chat more than I do, and they are absolutely amazing. pop in, say hi. If you don't want to say hi, if you're not there yet, just come and hang out with us anyway. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on Sunday or Monday. Bye bye.